So, over the weekend, I was wasting time online, as one does, and I was on YouTube and I came across this Watch Mojo list titled Top 15 Metal Drum Intros of All Time. So of course I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna watch this. But by the end of it, I was all like,
OMG.
This list sucks. I can come up with a better list than this. And I got to work and I wrote down my top 15 metal drum intros. I really hope you guys enjoyed. So let's do this. So hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. Today's video is super self-explanatory, so yeah, let's just get into it. But before we get to that, please make sure you drop me a like and drop me a comment in the comment section down below with any drum intros you think I might have missed. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet, and if you really enjoy the channel and you want to help support the channel big time, please consider becoming a patron to the channel. Little goes a long way, we surely do appreciate it. Alright, so let's get started. They are actually listed in no particular order, but I did leave some of my favorite ones for the end. So of course, when I first got started with the list, I was like, this is going to be a cakewalk, but you know, it turns out it was not. There's a lot of really cool intros that are just not going to make the cut, so I do have some honorable mentions. And it really pains me to leave these out, but they might make it to a second video. So yeah, my mentions are Welcome Home by King Diamond. Awesome drum intro. It just sounds great and it does the job perfectly. But don't worry about it because Mickey D is actually going to make it to the list with a different entry. Territory by Sepultura. This was actually the hardest to leave off of this list, but man, I just like the other 15 better than this one, so I had to. I even considered making it a top 20 because of this intro, so yeah. Trust by Megadeth is another intro that should have made a list, because it's super iconic, everybody knows it, and as soon as it comes on, you know what song that is. But yeah, I didn't really want to repeat bands, and I do have another Megadeth song in the list, so yeah, this one didn't make the cut. And the same applies to Motorhead's Civil War, which is an awesome intro, one of my favorites, but I didn't want to repeat bands, so yeah, this one just didn't make the cut. Alright, so let's get started. For number one, the oldest entry on this list, from the second Ozzy Osbourne solo album, we have the opening track to that album, and what a way to open an album. First intro on the list, Over the Mountain by Ozzy Osbourne. Alright, so number two on this list, and let's just get it out of the way, we have Megadeth. With either of these two songs, I'm still not 100% sure, I haven't made up my mind to this point, but the songs are Rust in Peace Polaris and Skin on My Teeth, and I'm gonna go with Rust in Peace Polaris. Check it out. Number three on this list, and of course we have Megadeth, we have to have Metallica, right? It's just the yin and the yang. So yeah, Metallica's Motor Breath for number three. Let's keep it going. Number four on the list, another thrashy band. First Strike is Deadly by Testament. Number five is another thrasher, Creator's Pleasure to Kill. And for number six, we have probably the most technical out of all of these. And of course, Mike Portnoy is a legend and he has so many of them. But for number six, I aptly chose 6 O'Clock by Dream Theater. That's a pretty cool list so far, right? Way better than Watch Mojo's.
Checkmate.
Anyway, so the next four tracks are actually not tracks I really love and enjoy. Because even though they are metal, I wouldn't personally call them metal. But they're just so iconic and memorable and renowned that they had to make this list. So here we go. At number 7, we have Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden. For number 8, another one of those intros that you just know what song you're about to hear within the first second of it. This spot goes out to Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. Number 9 is basically the same thing as the song before. I wouldn't consider it metal, but hey, a lot of metalheads actually like this band and like this song, so I'm gonna go with The Beautiful People, Marilyn Manson. Number 10, really pushing the metal boundary here, but if any of the 80s glam rock hair metal bands deserve to be included in the metal category, it's these guys right here, because they actually went out and defended metal when metal was under severe scrutiny. So yeah, for number 10, We Are Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. Alright, so finally we get to the last 5. So drop me a like in the comment if you're still with me. From number 11 on, we have some of the heavier stuff on this list and some of my favorite stuff on this list. So yeah, at number 11 we have Death, the band. And of course there's a few songs I could have chosen, but for this spot and for this list I chose Scavenger of Human Sorrow. Now for number 12, a song I almost forgot about when I was making this list. Like I had this list down to 15 and I was ready to record, and then all of a sudden I was like, dude, how can you forget that? I mean, I love this intro and it's not very well known, but it deserves to be. So for number 12, we have Sons of Northern Darkness by Immortal. Check it out. Now for number 13, Born to Lose, Live to Win, baby. I'm sure you guys were expecting this because I already told you that Mickey D from King Diamond and Motorhead was going to be included on this list. But I'm sure most of you guys are expecting Overkill to be on this list. And I gotta tell you, it is a great intro, but I already gave out the farm saying that the oldest entry on this list was Ozzy's from 1980 and Overkill's from 79. I also said that Mickey D was going to be on this list and Overkill was recorded by Filthy Animal Taylor. So yeah, Overkill, as awesome as it is, didn't make the list. I actually decided to go with a heavier, faster, more awesomer, and a more dear intro to me because it's actually the opener to the first Motorhead album I ever owned. And that's We Are Motorhead from the year 2000, and the song is called See Me Burning. Check it out. Alright, so we are almost done. And the next one goes out to one of my favorite intros in all of thrash/death metal. This is not a death metal band, but this intro was highly influential to a lot of death metal bands. And a lot of them actually included some sort of variation of this awesome, epic, dark, and atmospheric intro. This spot goes out to Slayer's Criminally Insane. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. This is the last spot on this list, and I'm sure you guys figure it out by now because I haven't named it yet, and it just definitely deserves to be on any metal list. If I was ranking these, it would probably be in the top 3 or even top 2, and maybe at the very top. Who knows? I mean, I would really have to think about it, but it's got as good a chance as any of the other songs. Alright, so last but definitely not least, for the last spot we have Painkiller by Judas Priest. Thank you so much for watching.